Hey guys, back at it. This is day 169 in my 1 year daily diary challenge. This challenge was prompted after I completed a 100-day challenge, and that challenge was prompted by a meditation session. So if you want more information about that first 100 days and what it was all about, please pop back and listen to those. Let's get into day 169. So today is a Tuesday and it is the last week of school for the kids. So it's kind of, for all of us, try to get up and get through the week, so that we can get to vacation and not have to wake up, on a specific timeline. I always wake up early anyway without an alarm clock, but, it's nice to not have to rely on that alarm clock. So get the kids to school, and it's a Tuesday, so I'll be picking my daughter up from school later. But I had a good conversation with both of them on the way to school, and then I just got into my self-care routine: vibration plate, sauna, acupressure. I did this trifecta skincare routine I do every day, which I looked it up on TikTok because I heard it on my friend's podcast and I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. So I've been doing it, but not like they recommend doing it like at night and in the morning. But I've noticed a little bit of improvement, not a significant amount, but I do enjoy the creams. And especially because it's the winter time and everybody, like, my skin is so dry. So after that, I got myself ready and I went over to my Restore Hyper Wellness place and I did cryo and red light. But so funny thing, their cryo chamber was now open and I was so excited. I went over there. I never really make an appointment. I just pop in. And so I came and I usually do red light first and then cryo. Just I'd like to end off being really, really cold. And so they were like, oh, somebody's going to come and do red light in 5 minutes. And so typically the red light is like 12 minutes long. So I wouldn't have time to do that before the other person got in. So I was like, I guess I could just wait. That's fine. And then there's this thing called a cryo sandwich where you do cryo, red light cryo, and it just like gives you this extra boost. So I was like, hey, well, while I'm waiting, can I do that cryo sandwich? Let me do cryo first while the guy's getting his red light, hang out for a minute, do red light, and then do cryo again. And so I ended up doing that and it was really good. I felt really good afterwards. That cryo chamber just definitely, maybe because it's a single person, I just get really, really cold in there and it feels so good. It's funny because they play music for you and I almost feel like it's a karaoke box of sorts. And because like there's a smoke all around from it being so cold and you're just like basically in your own magical world in there, where like you can't really see everybody outside. And so it's like this magical karaoke spot for me. I just like put on one of my favorite songs or a song that I'm jamming to, a song that's like 3 minutes or longer. And so it's kind of fun. I love it. And I finished with that, got myself dressed up and ready to go. I picked up some lunch and just hung out for a minute with myself, just kind of absorbing this, beautiful weather. It was a really nice day. Not cold, not hot, but like enjoyable. Everybody's running around trying to get like Christmas stuff done, and I'm just like chilling, taking my time, hanging out with myself, having a little bit of lunch, and just enjoying the day. And then I got myself to my daughter's school to wait in car line, and I just listened to some podcasts and listened to some music. And like I said before, I had downloaded the dating app again and I had strict rules for myself. And so those rules were, in the morning, sometime in the morning time frame, to open up the app and do all my swiping and do all my liking, and then leave it alone for the rest of the day. And in the evening, open it back up and, respond to messages, or just like check it. So not to be on there all day. And I don't know if I said this before, but like when I had downloaded it the first time, I think I was in such like a swipe heavy mode that I literally swiped through everybody, and Hinge was like, sorry, you've reached the end of your selections. There's nobody else left. Come back later. And it was just really funny because I was like, out of all of the people who are around me, I have literally swiped through everybody. So that was funny. Not the case this time. I'm definitely setting my time limits, giving myself boundaries. I'm also, if somebody sends me a like, looking at their profile very carefully, considering it. If there's any red flags for me, then declining. But if there's not, and there's a lot of common interests, saying yes. So why not? If somebody doesn't necessarily pique my interest from their photos, or is a little shorter than I would typically go for, if all of their interests align and it seems like it would be a really fun time to engage with somebody, I'm definitely open for that. If I'm on the receiving end of the like. So I'm just trying to be more open and not super judgmental and selective. So that's just my thinking there. And so it's been an interesting time. It's taken up some of my time and given me something extra to do. It's also made me swiping. I told my daughter this morning that it's funny because I would really love to have unlimited comments and or likes, or somewhere where I can like comment, because I love looking at all these profiles and how just some are so weird. So weird. Like, dude, blurry photos, a photo of your cat, a photo of your dog, a photo of, some kind of nature, a photo of fishing, a photo of some kind of sporting event, lots of pictures of your mom. And it's like, sometimes I just want to comment like, hey, it would really improve your profile if you put a really awesome picture of yourself first instead of a photo of your cat. Or it would be really awesome if you didn't have all of your photos with other people. Or like, who are these other women in your photo? Please explain. Like, it's nice to tag people like, this is my best friend, or this is my cousin, this is my sister, so that people aren't confused. And then also I would just love to be that person to comment on people's profiles and be like, oh my gosh, this picture is so cute. Even if I'm not interested in that person, I think it would be like, I would love it if people were just commenting on my photos and being like, oh my gosh, this is such a cute photo. I love your eyes, or whatever. Even if I wasn't engaging with them in a date or a relationship, it still would be nice to have that. So I was like, it would be awesome if I had that unlimited ability to comment and, give people props or help them out with their profile. So maybe they did actually get more traction and comments and stuff. But it's a source of entertainment, to say the least. But yeah, I did that while I was in Carline. And when my daughter hopped in, we went to the chiropractor, saw the chiropractor, got our massages, got our adjustments, and then we headed home. I had gone to Wegmans before I picked her up. Actually, that's what I forgot. So I stopped at the store to get milk and some snacks and different things. And I was just browsing the store and picking up stuff. But when we got home, I was like, hey, there's, snacks, there's some kombucha, there's smoothies, there's different things that I've purchased. And then I'll get dinner ready when your brother gets home. And so she just popped on the sofa and got some snacks and started to work on her homework. And I had a message from the teacher that was saying that something had happened at school. And I was like, oh gosh, something happened at school for my son. And it was mostly just some work habits that needed to be, discussed. And I was like more than happy to thank the teacher for what they did and say that I'll do my part on this end. So waiting for my son to come home. He got off the bus, he hopped in the car. He's like super chatty, super happy. And I was like, yo, dude, what's up? How was school today? And he's like, yeah, no, school was good. I was like, no, really, dude. How was school? And so he was like, oh, the teacher called you. And so we had a little conversation about school and about what I think about school and what I think he should, what effort he should put into school. And that all I really want is for him to do his best work and try his hardest and not goof off and wait until the last minute. I just want him to do his best, and that's all I care about. And so we had a really good conversation in the car about that. And we gave each other hugs and went inside. And the car that I'm borrowing has a panoramic roof, but it opens. So I had opened it. And he, when we parked, he stood on the seat and he's, out the window. And that was kind of fun for him. And then he showed me something, that the button for the roof, I had been holding it to open it and holding it to close it. And he literally touched it once and it did the whole thing. So now I know that I don't need to hold the button for it to go all the way open or all the way closed. So I learned something new. And then we went inside and I made dinner and they were hanging out and he was super snuggly and happy. And it just reminded me that sticking my ground with him yesterday on, taking a shower and brushing his teeth, normal stuff, and not giving in, and not being rude about it, not being, angry about it. It just shows them the consistency and stability. And, he comes around and he is super lovey and snuggly and happy and thankful. So I just need to keep up my strength in this motherhood thing and continue to just move through it and know that my kids do love me. And if I love them, I got to practice what I preach. I have to stand firm in certain things and show them, like I said, I'm a life coach for them. I'm not a dictator. So I am going to show them that, you're going to be out in the world. You're going to be adults. And this is what people will expect of you. And this is what, if you have your own house, you need to clean up after yourself. You can't have a dirty floor and trash all over the place and, bottles and food and stuff in your bedroom, in your bed, and just life things or that they need to learn now that they're younger, and when they go into adulthood, that they know, follow the laws, follow the rules, don't do things on purpose to get in trouble, just normal things. So we had a really lovely evening of hanging out. My daughter and I were catching up on some anime show that she's watching with me, or I guess I'm watching it with her because I don't really watch things on my own. And then when it was bedtime, they got ready for bed. I put my daughter to sleep, and then my son, I put him to sleep, and then so ensued the hour of popping in and chatting. And so he will do this every once in a while, more times than not, where I'll put him to bed, we'll say goodnight, we'll do the things, and then he'll pop out, I need some water. Okay, go get some water. And then he'll come back and he'll start talking to me about something that happened at school or something that happened during the day or something that is on his mind. And then it's like, okay, honey, it's time to go to bed. Okay, so he goes to bed. Then he gets up and comes in. Mom, I'm having a hard time sleeping. I said, okay, honey, just do XYZ. Okay. And then he talks to me about something else. And so this in and out talking about things happened for like an hour before it was just like, just come and lay in here and sleep with me and just go to bed. And yeah, so that ended all of it. He just gets really chatty at night. It's like all the words that he's been holding up for the day just like come out, which is fine. I love to listen to him chat, and I love to be open and hold space. But I also want him to know, hey, this is bedtime and mommy needs to sleep. And if I don't sleep, then I'm not a happy mommy. So we both need to have respect for each other in that. So we're working on it. We're moving through it. And it was just a wonderful day. It was full of lots of crazy, fun things. And we're getting ready for kids to be out of school, to be on vacation, Christmas, all that stuff. So really, really fun, exciting things. And I think that's it. I hope you guys have a most amazing, wonderful, fabulous, awesome day, night, evening, afternoon, whenever you're watching or listening to this. Thank you guys for coming and supporting me by listening, by subscribing, liking, sharing, all of the things. Yeah, I'll just wrap it up here, and I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.